Feeling hypnotized by the words that you said. Don't lie to me, just lie in my head.
Everyone is cheering for their teams. You're watching baseball alone. You really love baseball. So if your favorite team has a game and you have extra time and money, you really watch their games live. But you've only been able to do this since you moved to the city to study in college. You scream out of your lungs while waving the banner that you're holding. You don't care if the people next to you break their eardrums with the loud of your voice. But you stopped screaming after you saw the cold president of your class coming, none other than Jungkook. He was wearing all black with a cap and headphones in his ear. He was walking straight up while looking in one direction only. You're staring at him while asking yourself, so he also liked baseball. When he reached near you, he suddenly looked at you and your eyes met. To your surprise, your eyes widened as you quickly turn your gaze to the front. Why do I feel like I've been caught by stealing? You murmurs and sat down since you were just standing. You focus on the game, but later on you got distracted after remembering Jungkook. You slowly turn your head on your right side to see where Jungkook is sitting, but you can't see him. So you turn your head in your left side, but he also wasn't there. You tilted your head confused. Where did he go? Then you heard someone scuffing on your behind. So you slowly turn your head behind and there you saw Jungkook sitting on your back staring at you. Anyo, you said and looked straight to the game while feeling embarrassed. You are Lee YN, a third-year college student, known as lively, funny, strong, and independent girl. You always show your bright and funny side, always smile in front of everyone, but behind those smiles is your sad life. You were only 5 years old when your parents got divorced and remarried again. You live with your mom, but his new husband doesn't like kids. They always fight because of you, so you ask your dad to live with him. At first, your life is okay. His new wife taking care of you. However, when they had their own child, her treatment changed. Sometimes she hurt you. When your grandparents on your mom's side found out, they took you. Since then, they raised you as their own. Your grandparents love you and give you everything. But of course, you're still looking for parental love. Even though they're supporting you financially, it still is not enough. After graduation in high school, your grandpa died. If your grandpa hadn't died, you wouldn't see your parents again. Basically, you don't want to study in the city because you don't want to leave your grandmother. However, she begs you to study in the city because the bright future was there, so you follow her request. Every week, you try to go your hometown to visit your grandmother. In other hand, Jungkook is a cold-hearted, bloody person. He is also the president of your class. No doubt, he is talented and intelligent person. No one tried to mess up with him because apart of being smart, he also the professor's favorite. Of course, he is the son of the famous politicians. So basically, he was born with a silver spoon. Despite of having everything, Jungkook is not happy. He is also looking for a mother's love. His parents got divorced when he was 14. His mom caught his dad cheating on her. That is the reason why Jungkook hates his dad so much. Even though he wants to go with his mom, he can't. His dad used his power to make Jungkook's mom lose her rights to her son. Right now, his mom is in the US, but she promised to take him when he became adult. Everyone is screaming again. You want to cheer, but you are shy since Jungkook is behind you. You look behind and look at him. He removed the headphones from his ear and saying, "Do you have something to say? Can I ask a favor?" What is it? Can you please not tell our classmates what I'm doing here? It's not my habit to interfere in other people's lives. You can do whatever you want. Thank you. You smile and face the crowd again as you start waving the banner that you're holding. You scream out loud until you cough, with matching shaking your bat. Your scream got even louder when your team scored. By the way, which team are you? I don't know. I mean, for the team where you cheered. Really? You raise your hand to give Jungkook a high five, but you also put your hands down quickly after realizing that you two are not close. After the game, you immediately left without saying anything or looking back to Jungkook. Next day, well, the professor in your next subject wasn't there yet. Your friends are talking nonstop until Jungkook approached you. Wyan, follow me. You just nodded in surprise. What did you do? Why he wants to talk to you? I don't know, you mouthed while hurriedly follow him. Jungkook went to the corner and handed you something. A photographer took some picture of you yesterday, but when he was to give you already left. So I told him I'll give it to you since I know you. You check the picture as you chuckle, because on the picture you were screaming with mouth open wide. Why do you need to give me this here? You can give me this in front of my friends. You said not to tell our classmates about what you did yesterday. So I thought you would be embarrassed if they will see this. Me embarrassed? No. This girl in the picture is representing myself. So I won't be ashamed of it. By the way, thank you. I will keep this as a remembrance. You smile and tap his shoulder. After that, you go back to your friends. Jungkook was just staring at you while admiring your personality. Time skip. It's time for e-learning industry, so you need to move to the other room. All the students stand and go out until you notice your phone has 45 missed calls. Everyone is already in the room, Jungkook as well, as he sits on the corner. Then he noticed that he didn't see you come inside. He stands and looks around but he can't really find you. He walks going to the professor as he whispers something on her. Sure, find her. He looks around, still he can't see your existence. So he goes back to the classroom and opens the door. There he sees you sitting on the floor, hugging your knees while bursting in tears. But the moment you saw him, you stopped crying and quickly wiped your tears after you saw Jungkook looking at you. He really doesn't know what he will do, giving you a space and let you out your emotions, or he will come to you to comfort you. Later on, he closed the door. He chose to give you a space. He was just standing outside the door, listening to your cries. After 5 minutes, the door opened. I'm sorry. I think you really need someone. Can I come in? He sat next to you and gave you his handkerchief. Don't worry, this is clean. You can have this. You thank him and took it. Then you wipe your tears. I hate to interfere someone's life, but my heart is like sinking when I hear you crying. So sorry if this time I will interfere your life. My grandma passed away. I want to see her now, but my parents can only pick me later after their work. I'm sorry to hear that. Then let's go. You raise your head and look at him. Where? To see your grandma. I'll drive you to see her. Really? You're not kidding? Jungkook stood up and gave you a hand. I'm serious. You reached his hand and stood up also. Calm yourself first. I'm just going to the dean to ask a permission. Thank you, Press. No need to mention. He took something from his bag and gave it to you. It's a shades. You can wear this so the students won't see your swollen eyes. As you and Jungkook get closer to the province that is your hometown, your heart beats faster and faster. And the moment you see your grandma in the coffin, you totally forget everything. You break down and just cry and cry. You already forgot that Jungkook is with you. It took a long time before you calmed down. The moment you realized that Jungkook is with you, you immediately looked for him, and there you saw him quietly sitting on one of the chairs. Why are you still here? I thought you already left. He remains quiet. He just look at you, wearing a lonely face. How can I leave you in this kind of situation? He stands and opens his arms, inviting you to hug him. You start to cry again and just hug him. Thank you. Honestly, I really need someone right now. As he taps your back to calm you down. Dawn, you two are sitting while talking about your life while with your grandparents when you remember something. I'm sorry, I didn't offer you something to eat. You want to eat? There's a restaurant nearby. I think there's a food in the kitchen, but maybe you won't eat food in this kind of place. Don't mind me, I'm fine. You should eat too. Later. There is no one here. Why would you just take a nap first? I will take care of looking at your grandmother. Later? Later again? You need to rest so you have strength. He moved a little. He pulled you and made you rest on his shoulder. I'll wake you when your parents arrive. By the way, I told the university that you might not able to attend class for a few days. You're about to thank him, but he covers your mouth and say, "Stop thanking me. Just take a rest." You woke up of crying sound. You open your eyes and saw yourself laying on the couch. You look around, but Jungkook wasn't there anymore. Then you saw your mom. Mom, did you notice the guy with me? He already left. He didn't wake you up. He is also the one who moved you on the couch. You looked for your phone and texted him. Thank you and drive safely. Later on, he replied to your text. I will. Sorry for your loss. After a few days, your grandma's funeral is over, so you need to go back to the city. Your dad is supposed to send you back, but you were surprised when Jungkook came. Why are you here? I'm the one who sent you here, so it's my responsibility to pick you also. You look at him confused. Why is Jungkook doing that? After 3 hours, you finally arrive at your apartment. Mm, Jungkook, can I ask you something? Why are you doing this? This one? At first, I was also confused. I'm a cold person, but when I see you laugh, I became happy. I told myself, this girl is interesting. I want her to be my friend. Friend? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's be friends. You said and asked for a handshake. He smiled and reached your hand and held your hand tightly. But what are you going to do now? I realized that I don't want to be your friend anymore. I want more than friends. I want to take care of you. Will you allow me to do that? More than friends? You bite your lips and stared at him. Mm, actually, I also like that. Whoa, I was nervous there. Then, see you at the university tomorrow? Mm, you look at each other while having butterflies. The end. Thank you for watching.